Nate Diaz versus Michael Johnson. I just found out that this fight's going down in December. Oh man, you know, I've always been a Diaz brothers fan, more of a fan of Nick Diaz than Nate. But I always liked Nate. I mean, he was on a tear for a while, but lately he just has not been. So, you know, I hope he's serious about this fight. This is a fight that he can win. It's not easy though. But the thing is, with this this whole fight game thing, I mean, no fight is ever easy. I mean, it's just big fights. I mean, you got to go in there and you got to bring it. You can't go in there and slack off, goof around. And unfortunately, I think Nate is a lot of Nick Diaz's antics have kind of rubbed off on him, which I don't really think is a good thing, because for Nick it kind of worked out. His last two fights, he made $500,000 for each of those fights, maybe more. So he literally made $1 million just to show up. I mean, he'd show up there with Anderson Silva and goof around, and it wasn't a bad strategy against Anderson. If he had gone in there and chased him, maybe he would have gotten knocked out, like he said, even run into a punch or something. So but I would have rather seen him try to win the fight than just goof around. I mean, it was still a good fight. I mean, he definitely held his own, that's for sure. But he lost, and that stinks. But the thing is, he made $500,000 at the end of his career, 2 times GSP, and But the thing is, with Nate Diaz, at the end of his career, nobody's going to be offering him $500,000 to come and fight just to show up. You know what I mean? We don't care if you don't train as much anymore, and goofing around, getting drunk. So, the thing with Nate Diaz, he cannot do that. I mean, he can do anything he wants, but he needs to take this very serious and stop the clowning around. I mean, clowning around in mixed martial arts, tell me when that's paid off. I mean, other than it doesn't pay off. Winning pays off. Even if you look back at Nick Diaz when he was on his win streak in Strikeforce, he never really clowned around. He would put his hands up and do things, but he was dead serious about what he was doing, and he was there to fight, and that was it. So Nate Diaz, all this stuff with him, I don't know what that's all about. The guy needs, he's skilled, he's got great ground game, he's got the boxing. He needs to get in there and work on his speed, explosiveness, his power. These guys, he's a little flat-footed, which was fine before. But guys, this game is evolving. He needs to keep up. Michael Johnson's very fast. I mean, Nate Diaz, what I think is going to happen, well, I'm not even going to get into what's going to happen, but Michael Johnson, he's very fast, very good footwork. This is a 3-round fight. I mean, all he's got to do is come in there and hit Nate and just use movement. And that's probably how this fight's going to go down. So I don't know what Nate is going to do, but he needs to show up, not only in shape, ready to fight, ready to bring the skills he already has. He needs to develop some new skills and develop some new strategy. If you're just going to plot around flat-footed after Michael Johnson running all over the place, he's probably going to lose. I mean, he probably is. I mean, do you think Michael Johnson's going to stand there and get in a slugfest war with him? I highly doubt it. So, that being said, I am rooting for Nate, because if Nate does not win this fight, I would not be surprised if he gets cut from the UFC. They may keep him around just because of his name. He's a draw. I don't know. But he's still not, I like Nate Diaz, but but only if you're going to show up and fight. You know what I mean? And take it serious. You know, and quit the clowning around, man. You know, it's one thing to do like the whole Diaz brothers thing, smack talking, putting your hands up, but you gotta bring it, man. You can't be getting killed in a fight, getting just worked in a fight, and then just give the guy the finger. I mean, what's the point of that? You know, if you're way ahead or something, like, and you're just further trying to demoralize the guy, you know, maybe that's an attitude thing. But if you're just flat out losing the fight, you know, what are you doing with that? I mean, it's not, you're not impressing anybody. You're just making yourself look even worse. And you know, so I don't really want to see any more of that from Nate Diaz. Hopefully, he's going to show up, take this fight very serious, and put on a good performance, man. Because he called out Rafael dos Anjos. That was Nate Diaz asking for that fight. And I'm like, man, what are you thinking? He went in there and absolutely got destroyed. You know, so I don't know what these guys are thinking, man, the Diaz brothers. But and I'm a huge fan. But, you know, like even, you know, Nick drinking and driving. It's like, man, are you serious, dude? You're a millionaire and you're getting DUIs. It's just like, is this for real? But, you know, like I said, it did seem to work out for Nick. Hopefully he's gonna, you know, hopefully we'll see Nick fight again. He'll probably get a big check if he fights, so we'll see him again. Hopefully we will. If not, hopefully he'll choose the right path, you know, in life. But as far as Nate, you know, Nate has not exactly made a lot of money. He's not rich. You know, what's he going to do? So he really needs to win this fight, and he needs to take it serious. And win or lose, I want to see Nate Diaz, you know, taking this fight game serious, man, and quit with this clowning around. You know, if you're gonna clown around, you better been training, and bring it, and bring the fight game. All right, I'll see you guys later. It should be a really good fight, though. It's a fight that Nate can win, and it's not a gimme fight by any means. It's a tough fight for him, but we'll have to see. All right, I'll see you guys later.